Retired Sergeant Major John Holland is a decorated war hero who has served as a Marine infantryman in World War II, a paratrooper in the Korean War, and in Special Forces in Vietnam. Today, he is a POW MIA activist and co-founder of Rolling Thunder, the annual motorcycle rally held every year on Memorial Day weekend in Washington, D.C., that attracts over 500,000 motorcyclists in honor of our missing service members. He has been a staunch critic of John McCain's POW experience in Vietnam, an experience which has become a carefully groomed account since McCain was repatriated at the end of the war, and a subject deemed off-limits for critique.
The people in the POW issue have done an awful lot for this country. They caused the bill to be changed, the law to be changed. The Missing Persons Act of 1942 caused the whole POW issue because it allowed the government to declare a man dead after only 1 year of absence. 1 lousy year. Even when they knew he was a prisoner of war, they did not have to contact the country that held him. They could declare him dead. Yes, yes. I fought in 3 damn wars under that and didn't know it. 3 wars, and what they do to the families under that law were horrible. In 1995, we finally got it changed. It took us 8 years in Congress to fight that, to get it changed to the Missing Service Personnel Act of 1995. A certain senator, who happened to be running for president, I won't mention his name though, brought through a stealth bill, which they can do in Congress, brought through a stealth bill that nobody else supported and tore it up, took out a lot of the good parts of it. However, we do have, the law today is a hell of a sight better than it was during World War II, Korea, and Vietnam.
Sergeant Major Holland recently published a book titled Perfidy, which examines the U.S. government's mishandling of POW MIA investigations. It follows on the heels of former Republican Congressman Bill Hendon's New York Times best-selling book, An Enormous Crime, the definitive account of American POWs abandoned in Southeast Asia. During this year's primaries, Sergeant Major Holland circulated an open letter to John McCain. It reads, Senator John McCain, I am recommending that you withdraw from the national presidential election process immediately. I am making this recommendation to spare the National Republican Party and the uninformed American public the embarrassment of nominating and electing a person who collaborated with an enemy and possibly committed treasonous acts. It is a well-known fact that you gave order of battle information to the enemy in exchange for individual medical care that was not available to the other POWs. It is also a known fact that you joined several other turncoats in freely making radio broadcasts for the enemy, knowing they were being used to affect the morale of American troops. On several occasions, in violation of the Code of Conduct for Prisoners of War, you gave unauthorized interviews to foreign nationals, and to ease their efforts, you spoke to them in their native language. It is also a known fact that Colonel Ted Guy, United States Air Force, another returned POW, was in the process of drawing up charges against you and the other turncoats when President Nixon gave a blanket pardon to all who had committed offenses while incarcerated as POWs during the Vietnam War. Since you have been serving in the House and the Senate, you have constantly hindered every effort to resolve the POW MIA issue. You did this while posing as a friend of the issue. Only those knowledgeable of the POW MIA issue knew this and tried to refute you. You used your position to disparage these resolution seekers, drastically thwarted the truth, and served as an agent provocateur for whomever it is you owe your allegiance to. I am Sergeant Major John R. Holland, United States Army retired, 3-war infantry vet, POW MIA activist, and member of the National Republican Party.